I live in Los Angeles. What an arrogant phrase. But what does it mean for real? What does it feel like? It's all clear that it's fabulous, wonderful and cool because it's one of the most famous cities in the world, which was mentioned in more than dozens of films and music tracks.
No more parties in LA,
I'll be tired to mention everything, and it just simply cannot be bad. Probably that's exactly what you think, like any other person who has never been here before. Well, I hasten to assure you that that is right, but at the same time, it's completely different from what you imagine it right now. While shooting a video about San Francisco, I realized one thing. It is simply impossible to tell and show what the city is really like. You have to feel it. I also didn't want to start the video with praise of this city, but now just think about the following. This city can perfectly fit an uncountable number of movie universes, from endless series, sitcoms and love stories, to fantasy worlds that can be accurately recreated because of the nature of California. Nature is beautiful everywhere. Yeah, bro, no one is arguing with that. But imagine what Hollywood movies would look like if they were made in Russia, for example. And in my opinion, this fact already shows quite clearly that this city, well, at least is unique. I spent here 4.5 months, and in this video we'll try to feel this city in 1 week. So let's not waste time, let's go! And just for you to understand, for this take I had to wake up at 4:20. Otherwise I would have been stuck in traffic. But in any case, there is no way to get a good shot of me driving at full speed. There is a lot of traffic in Los Angeles, and the roads are not really that great. But the truth is that you can hardly leave your chassis in one of the potholes. And traffic doesn't mean you just stand still. No, sometimes it can be fun. In LA traffic, you are moving all the time and not just pushing your car forward about 3 feet every 5 seconds, but literally going at least 30 miles per hour.
Вот это сейчас, чтобы вы понимали, мы, собственно, стоим в пробке 30 миль в час.
And that is still considered a traffic jam. But why? Because it's not GTA where you can get from Michael's to Franklin's house in 1 minute. In real life, it's like they took this city and stretched it like this video meme of Putin going white. So driving 30 miles per hour, you'll just make it to the other part of the map in an hour. And these 4-lane traffic jams look like apocalypse from the drone, but in reality it's not that bad. And by the way, it's interesting that within the few minutes I stopped roadside to fly my drone, a tow truck drove up. Well, thanks, at least it was not the police. And while we are stuck, I'll tell you must know about this city. The city's full poetic name is El Pueblo
de Nuestra Señora la Reina de Los Ángeles.
And the weather here is just as poetic as the name. Los Angeles has a dry and warm climate, but 86 Fahrenheit here doesn't feel like it does in Russia. So the fact is, when it's 86 degrees in your city, you have wet armpits and want to hide somewhere under the air conditioner. But there, it's not like that. Here you want to walk around and enjoy the beauty of this place. Because there is an ocean on one side and the desert on the other, so the climate here is dry and pleasant. Even the high prices here are called a weather tax. In no other place in the world you can surf and relax on a beach and then go snowboarding or hiking in an hour's drive. And it's all at the same season. All year round you can enjoy all kinds of exotic fruits and vegetables. Pineapples, kiwis, mangoes, melons, watermelons and tangerines. And all these fruits are not just simply available in the store, but imagine their taste is 100 times richer and more contrasting than stuff you used to. And meanwhile, we are approaching Santa Monica. It is one of the most crowded and touristy areas of the city. But I'm not here to show you again what you have already seen 100 times. We are here solely to enjoy the ocean and to see if I can hit the invisible wall at the limit of the map like in GTA. And the main spot here is the Santa Monica Pier. Yep, I know. Too obvious, but I've taken too many shots of this place to just cut it out. Here is a mini amusement park with a Ferris wheel that is solar-powered and other roller coasters.
Shouts out to all the beautiful people in Santa Monica.
How are you, man?
Good.
This is my album here. It's for like $5 or $10. I'm out of San Fran. Can you help out?
I actually don't have any cash with me, but maybe you'll have some good promotion.
Yeah, go by Black Nate. Look for me.
Good, nice G-Shock.
I'm trying, man. I ain't doing nothing. I'm trying, man. I'm trying, man.
And by the way, Los Angeles sunsets is a topic for a separate video. The sky is colored into so orange and pink that you just want to drown in it and stare into infinity. In Los Angeles, even the seagulls gather every evening to enjoy the sunset. And if you will catch it in front of a palm tree, it's a fabulous thing. And it's all while sober. And I'll remind you that there is legal ice here. Next to Santa Monica, we have Venice. And in my humble opinion, it is probably the most atmospheric place in this city. Here you go along the houses and just waiting to see the hotel ocean view from Vice City, and somewhere around the corner will look beachy Trader Lance. There is the familiar skate park where you played Tony Hawk, and Hank Moody's house from Californication. In general, the atmosphere here is relaxed, everyone is stylish, and in the air just hangs some vibe of hedonism and buzz.
Hello, black people. I'm roasting white people for reparations to 400 years of slavery.
And literally in 3 minutes walk no less atmospheric canals, but with a more romantic flavor of this word. In general, if you try, and you actually don't need to try very hard, in Los Angeles you can find everything, and this specific diversity is what attracts me to life in America. And it can be seen in everything. There is graffiti art at every corner, and it's not done in the same way as in Russia, in the style of drugstore commercials. And the most talented bipolar homeless drug addicts who are always going somewhere with their carts. And clean-cut bedroom districts that are quiet and peaceful. And districts with fancy stores and expensive sports cars. And you can buy buckwheat at the Russian grocery store too. But interesting fact, in Russia the same buckwheat will cost you around $2, and here you have to pay $12 per pack. And a store where a loaf of bread costs $25 and where the celebrities go for grocery shopping. And police chases through the city with live helicopter footage.
Типичный день в Лос-Анджелесе.
And the streets where prostitutes walk in the middle of the day and offer themselves.
Hey girls, are you working?
In a nutshell, there is everything here. Now let's go to Michael's house, and he lives in Beverly Hills. A lot of people think Beverly Hills and Hollywood are luxury, but only Beverly Hills is luxury. Hollywood is just this ordinary dirty district of Los Angeles. While you are walking, you have an opportunity to enjoy a great smell. One piece is bumps, another piece is pee, a third piece is marijuana. Sometimes it's all combined. Yes, there is a Hollywood Walk of Fame, and it stretches for several miles, and it even goes into streets where no one walks. So it's considered as just some tiles with stars, nothing more. Overall, Los Angeles is like a combination of different cities. You cross one street and everything changes. Cross the road, Little Tokyo. Walked a few blocks, Little Russia. And they all differ not only in name, but also in cuisine, culture, different NPCs, residents, and everything else. Beverly Hills, for example, looks absolutely fancy and expensive. And here everything around, even the palm trees and the walls kind of scream, look, we have money and you don't.
Hey, how much should you do to live here in California?
150, I would think.
Per month?
No, Beverly Hills, no.
How much do you make per year? It's 4 figures, 6 figures?
6 figures probably, the best.
Cool watches?
Yeah.
Mind if I ask you, what do you do for a living? You look great.
I'm an international student. I don't do anything for a living. I just go to school full time.
Okay, so your profession is son. Is that right?
Something like that.
Perfect. It's a good job.
All right,
I would say it's the best one.
Okay, thank you.
Hello. Can you help me get something to eat, ma'am?
Do you mind if I ask you how much do you do? Like with this thing?
That's none of your business. You need to go on down there.
LA even has a special kind of city tour where they can take you on a bus and show you where the celebrities live. But don't expect to see somewhere on the curb near the open gates Henry Cavill or Justin Bieber and waving at you. Nope.
What's the price?
Sure. Normally 50, okay? I'm doing super kid prices, which is just 30. You guys Russian spice?
Russian spice?
Yeah.
What you mean?
I did not. I'm playing.
Spice?
Yeah.
Spice like drug?
Huh? No, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. Joke. All the girls I meet, that's the Russian spice.
Yeah.
The girls, yeah.
They like it.
Yeah, they love it. They always say yes.
And the most important thing you need to see here, and don't need any telescope for that, is of course Hollywood sign. 2 O's were transferred to E's, and Hollywood became Holy Weed, which means like holy marijuana. And in 2017, when weed was allowed to be smoked by all adults in some states, someone repeated this performance. The use of legal ice here is very widespread, and you can buy ganja at specific shops like this one, or you can get a ready-made joint from a vending machine. And this business is clearly not unprofitable, because the demand is not small.
Do you smoke marijuana?
Yeah.
And what do you think about that?
Lovely.
Lovely, you like it?
Lovely. No, it's California, LA.
Do you think legalize is a good thing in California?
Yeah, we have to. Nobody should be smoking
It's
that.
medicine.
It's only, it's only a spiritual shit. You don't do it every fucking day.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, what do you think about legalize? Is it a good thing in California? I see you smoking. Is it marijuana? Do you enjoy it? Do you think it's a good thing in here in California to have legalized it?
Love it.
That's it? Maybe you got something more to say?
So our mission goes on, and we go to CJ on Grove Street, and he lives in Compton. Compton has the same reputation as Detroit, if not even worse. It's a real gangsta paradise, at least judging by its reputation. There are a lot of stories, they happened a while ago and now it's quieter here. But note my words, it's safer than before but not too safe at all. You know, African-American neighborhoods in LA are like sunsets, also the subject of a separate video. Here I get nostalgic for the movie Don't Be a Menace to South Central. All those little one-story houses, the dead-end rounded streets and the marijuana vibe. And now look around. I think you already know what this place is, right?
Is it the right place, like from GTA, you know, Grove Street? This is it?
Yeah, exactly.
And is it safe around here?
Yeah, it's pretty safe. Yeah, it's not. You don't have no real crime in it. Not like it used to be years ago. A lot better than what it used to be.
But the scariest neighborhood of Los Angeles is not actually Compton, but this one I'm driving here right now. And its name is Skid Row. This area is considered to be one of the worst in all of California. The 10th city for the homeless, also known as the Valley of the Bums, whatever you want to call it. Of course, ordinary people live here too. And this area happened to gradually grow, and now it's not just 1 or 2 streets, it's about 50 city blocks. Just think about it. There were clashes between the police and the homeless all the time, and the media was screaming from every source, "Don't help this class, it's a crime against society." In other words, all the inhabitants of this area have been signed as marginalized and renegades. Of course, not everyone, but lots of them are really like that. There is such a thing as homeless dumping, where emergency services put the homeless and indigent on the streets because it is too expensive to care for them. And at one time, many private clinics were dropping off the homeless at Skid Row. And if you are tired of bums, you can go to Disneyland. Disneyland in Los Angeles is the very first and therefore the most authentic. Before that, I had only seen Disneyland in the opening credits of Disney cartoons. And so I wanted to close my childish gestalt, so I rushed to the writers anticipating the adrenaline. And then I stood in line for an hour. No, I'm not kidding. I did stand in line for an hour, and that's almost every ride. But the Disneyland itself is huge. There is a railroad around the park, and you can ride, look at everything and decide where you are ready to stand in line for an hour. Here is the train station where Catch Me If You Can was filmed, only the interior was remade to look like a Miami bank. And in a dark night, they turned it into the courthouse where Thomas Shelby, Cillian Murphy, sued everyone who was against Bane. In GTA in downtown, you could parachute from that tower. There is also a beautiful tunnel with bumps. Los Angeles is a city of dreams and ambitions. It can make you the happiest person on earth, or it can also make you jump out of your hotel room window. But it's not about the city. It's not the city's fault. The city is just walls, houses, traffic lights and roads. The city is stores, prices, lines, ATMs, offices, homeless people and amusement parks. The city is the way you see it. And every new person arriving to Los Angeles with a wide smile expects Los Angeles to smile back at them, and that will surely happen. And if they expect to see unreasonable prices, traffic jams, and homeless people, Los Angeles will give them exactly that: high prices, traffic jams, and homeless people. Well, it's time for me to move on. LA, I will definitely be back.